The snack box is 3 weeks old and it already has regulars. Then 1 week brings 2 offers. A parent who runs a wholesale business offers to bankroll a candy-only mega cart. Double the inventory, double the margin, and the fruit the family's asked for would have to go. The same week, the league asks him to take over the far field snack table, a bigger job that pays less at first and runs entirely on trust. 1 pair of hands, 1 Saturday, 2 doors. Nothing in his cash box answers this question, because this is a decision about what the business is for and what it is best at. This is topic 1.5 of AP Business with Personal Finance. 2 skills by the end. Explain how core values and core competencies shape decisions for businesses and for you personally, and evaluate the vision statements, mission statements, and organization types that put a business's purpose in writing. Practice questions for this topic are in the next video. Let's go. Core values are the defining beliefs and principles that guide an individual's or a business's actions. Values like creativity, excellence, transparency, empathy, and reliability. They sound abstract until a decision makes them concrete, so he writes 3 on the lid of his cooler. Show up on time. Listen to the families. Keep prices fair. Businesses communicate core values for 2 reasons: to align employees to a shared purpose, and to guide decision-makers toward choices consistent with what the business believes. His cousin starts helping on Saturdays, and the cooler lid is how the cousin makes the right call when nobody is watching. That is the job values do. They turn one person's judgment into the whole team's default. Now run the candy-only mega cart past the lid. Double margin, and the fruit goes. The families asked for that fruit 2 weeks ago, so the cart fails listen to the families before the math even starts. A value the business abandons the first time money appears was a decoration. Watch how each example value steers a real choice. Transparency decides what goes on the label. Empathy decides how a refund request gets handled, and excellence decides whether the flawed batch ships. Test any stated value by asking what it cost the business at the last real decision. Core competencies are the capabilities, skills, and expertise that help an individual or a business outperform rivals and achieve competitive advantage. Competencies like innovation, customer service, communication, ethical behavior, and efficiency. His list is specific. The pre-order system in the group chat because nobody else takes orders before game day. The halftime handoff, 1 minute per team. A reputation for showing up, carried all the way from the hallway in topic 1.1. Values and competencies are a pair. The exam loves to swap, so pin the difference now. A core value is what the business believes, and a core competency is what the business is good at. Reliability on the cooler lid is a belief he enforces. The 60-second handoff is a skill he built. Competitive advantage should ring a bell from topic 1.2. It is the edge that lets one business win customers from a rival, and core competencies feed that edge. A differentiated product, a lower cost structure, a faster service. Trace an advantage backward, and you usually find a capability somebody developed. Businesses consider their core competencies when deciding which opportunities to pursue and how to allocate resources to meet customer needs. The rule of thumb: pursue the opportunities your strengths can win, and spend resources where those strengths compound. The far field table leans directly on his logistics and his reputation. The mega cart leans mostly on someone else's money, and a caterer whose strength is on-time setup grows by booking more events, because a leap into selling kitchen equipment would sideline the exact strength that wins its customers. The same tool points at you. Individuals consider their own core values and core competencies when choosing educational paths, careers, and jobs. A student who values independence and is skilled with systems reads one set of options. A student who values service and is skilled with people reads another. Make it concrete with 2 job offers. One pays 20% more and demands weekend hours that collide with something you refuse to give up. The other pays less and builds a skill already on your strengths list. The bigger number wins only if money outranks every value on your list, and knowing your list before the offer arrives is the entire advantage. The candy seller is learning something applications will ask him about later. He enjoys building systems more than he enjoys selling candy. Write your own 2 lists, values and strengths, and check every opportunity against them the way his cooler lid checked the mega cart. When a business writes its values and direction down, it produces 2 documents students constantly confuse. A vision statement is a concise description of a business's core values and aspirations, the future the business is trying to create. A mission statement describes what the business does and how it will achieve its long-term goals, the operation in one breath. His vision: game days where no family scrambles. His mission: deliver pre-ordered snack boxes to every team by halftime, reliably at prices families can trust. Test any statement with one question. Does it describe a future worth wanting, or does it describe the work? Future is vision. Work is mission. These statements earn their space twice. Internally, they communicate long-term goals and core values to guide decision-making and give everyone a shared sense of purpose. The cooler lid grown up into a document. Externally, they inform potential customers and investors of the business's goals and values before a single transaction happens. When the wholesale parent reads the mission statement, he learns the fruit stays. Run the test on a stranger's statements, because the exam will hand you unfamiliar ones. A tutoring company writes, "A city where every student graduates ready. No operations in sight, all aspiration, so that is vision." The same company writes, "We provide after-school math tutoring in 3 neighborhoods, priced by family income. What it does and how it does it, so that is mission." The words vision and mission will rarely appear inside the statements themselves, so classify by content. The label is unreliable. Zoom out, because organizations differ in what they are ultimately for. Businesses seek to achieve and increase profits, fulfill their stated missions and goals, and remain competitive and viable in the long term. Profit improves in exactly 2 ways: increase revenues or decrease costs, and many businesses work both levers at once. That is the same revenue minus cost arithmetic from topic 1.1, now running a whole organization. A social enterprise seeks profit while also, by design, achieving social objectives, and the impact can travel through 3 channels. Through the products themselves, like a company whose product is a low-cost water filter. Through operations, like a moving company that hires workers other employers overlook. Or through the financial model, like a brand that routes a share of every sale to a local scholarship fund. A nonprofit organization serves the public good rather than generating profit for owners. Mark the precision here, because the exam tests the edges. A nonprofit can absolutely sell goods and services, and its revenues can absolutely exceed its costs. The law draws one hard line. Any surplus must be reinvested in the organization, and none of it may flow to owners. Nonprofits often add grants and donations to their revenue, because the mission usually costs more than sales alone can carry. A grant is funding awarded for a stated purpose, usually by a government or a foundation, and it is earned by application rather than by sale. Donations arrive with no product attached at all. Volunteers lower the labor side of the cost ledger, which is how many nonprofits deliver services no business could price. All 3 are standing at the park on Saturday. His snack box is a business. The profit is his to keep or reinvest as he chooses. The league itself is a nonprofit. Registration fees and the bake sale table fund uniforms and goals. And the surplus from a good season buys nets, never a payout. And the parent who floats a drink stand donating half its profit to the field repair fund is sketching a social enterprise. Same park, 3 different answers to the question of whom the gains serve. Exam habit for this whole topic. It is a classification topic, so collect the tells. Believes points to a core value. Good at points to a core competency. Aspires points to vision. Does and how points to mission. And when a scenario asks what kind of organization you are looking at, ask 2 questions in order. First, can owners keep the profit at all? If no, and every surplus must feed the mission, you are looking at a nonprofit. If yes, look for a social objective built into the products, the operations, or the financial model. Find one, and it is a social enterprise. Find none, and it is a business. That's topic 1.5. Values say what the business believes. Competencies say where it can win. Vision and mission write both down for everyone to see. And the organization type says whom the gains ultimately serve. He chooses the far field, and the choice comes straight off the cooler lid. But a growing business with real money moving through it is about to meet harder tests than a menu decision. What happens when the profitable move and the right move point in different directions? That's topic 1.6, business ethics. The 1.5 practice video and the full Unit 1 playlist are linked on screen. See you next time.